Hello and welcome back to another video. Why Thailand? That's the question you're probably asking. Why are you going to Ladyboy Land, Justin? Insert your Ladyboy jokes here and here, okay? It's like I haven't heard them thousands of times every time I mention I go to Bangkok. I'm going to Bangkok for about 2, maybe 3 months. I got my flight, I got my condo booked, and I'm just packing. So let's answer the question, why am I going to Thailand? Well, first of all, right now it is winter time here in Vancouver, and if you live in Vancouver, you are succumbed to cold, dark, wet days every day. I don't know, something about me just goes into hibernation mode at this time of year. In wintertime, and especially in North America, all I want to do these days is just sleep and eat and sleep and eat and sleep some more. I can't really be productive in this kind of environment when it's always dark, always cold, always wet outside. And you know, the fun thing is, like, the colder the weather, the less I bundle up. And here's why. The more that I bundle up, like, I know everybody says wear layers of clothing, layers, wear thermal pants, wear extra, yeah, on top of extra, right? The thing is, with all of those layers, for me in particular, I tend to fall asleep more. Why? Because when you switch from going outdoors to indoors, indoors to outdoors, especially when you go into any indoor environment, like, the heating is like blasted up really high. So with all these layers on, and when I go from the outside to the inside, indoors, wherever I go, I start to fall asleep really fast. And it gets even worse in Korea. You know, Korea is right now is super cold. Wintertime, do not go to Korea, okay? Never step foot in Korea during the wintertime because it's just unbearable. That goes back to the question, why am I going to Thailand? Well, I don't want to go to Korea right now. It's not the perfect season to go. I would go to Korea when springtime is there, when springtime comes, okay? Summertime, maybe, if I want to deal with that kind of weather. But yeah, Korea's not in the cards right now at this time, during this season. It's just too cold. When I wear layers of clothing, I fall asleep easily. It's very hard for me to stay awake. It's very hard for me to be productive. I feel like I'm walking in quicksand all the time with all these layers. It's just, I don't know, the weight of it all just brings me down. And another problem is that I don't have a lot of body fat on me. That's another big problem. I get really cold easily because I don't have body fat, and a lot of people around me, I don't know, they're wearing shorts and sandals sometimes. You can see that wintertime is really not good for me. Not for me. It's terrible for me. A person like me. No body fat, easily falls asleep because of the padding of clothes, and just wants to go into hibernation mode during this time of year. So, I can't go to Korea, can't stay in Vancouver, I want to go somewhere warm. What are my options? Well, you can go somewhere tropical, like the Bahamas, but there's nothing really there for me in Bahamas. I mean, I don't really want to go there. The purpose of me traveling is not just to lie down on a beach and get a suntan. That's totally unproductive in my mind. When I go overseas, I want to work. I want to stay productive. I want to get work done, actually. And I don't want to be a tourist. I want to be an expat wherever I go. An expat versus a tourist is totally different worlds. Tourists are there to just have fun, spend money, and really just, yeah, it's all about them. Me, right? What do I get? Because I only have a 1 week window to do whatever I want, not be held accountable for my actions, and then I can return to my boring old life back home. That's the mind of a tourist. And I've seen tons of these tourists, goddamn, from all over the world. Not just English speaking, okay? But expats are there to work in the foreign country. They're there to absorb the culture, the language, get to know the locals, be one of the locals. That's what an expat is there to do. It's like a representative of their own country, but they're living in a foreign country, and then they adapt towards the new country. They're not all good ones. There are a lot of bad ones, especially in Thailand. I've met a lot of them that were scammers and scumbags and people who lied and cheated me in Thailand. But you know what? Every country has that group of people, right? You have tourists, you have bad expats, and then you have good expats, like me. So if you're a good expat, PM me, alright? Let's go for some drinks or something in Thailand. And then there's the locals. The locals are fine. The locals are doing what they do. They try to make a living, support their families, be good to everyone, hopefully. Yes, you'll run into a lot of bad apples, a lot of scammer locals as well in Thailand. That's just, the money goes where the money flows, right? You'll find types of people, bad people, good people, in every country you go, all right? Not just Thailand, not just Canada. I mean, it's everywhere. Wherever I go, you'll see both good and bad, right? You can't avoid it. I chose Thailand because I wanted to go somewhere warm, okay? So somewhere warm where I can be productive, so I can work on my businesses. And second thing is, I need to get my health checked up. I haven't had a health checkup in over a year. I haven't had a dental checkup in over a year. I need an operation that I've been avoiding for over a year. I haven't gotten any of these things done here in Canada because I just can't stand the system here, and I don't want to pay the price that they want me to pay here. I spent thousands of dollars on dental work here in Vancouver. Why? I don't know why. It was unnecessary. I got worse treatment than I got overseas. You can get dental treatment for cheap in Thailand. You can get medical treatment for cheap in Thailand. You can get an operation done for cheap in Thailand. And their standards are way higher than here in Vancouver. I can tell you, I've been living here all my life in Vancouver. Ever since I was born. I grew up with the medical system here. It is goddamn awful. You know how awful it is? Try waiting in a waiting room in a hospital for 3 hours with all these sick people around you. Sometimes in Canada, I feel like I'm in a third world country when it comes to hospitals. The doctors, the nurses, they're very rude. They're not as caring. I can tell that they're overworked, and probably they're not getting paid or compensated according to their standards. So I don't blame them. I blame the system here in Canada. It doesn't gel or doesn't vibe with me. Whenever I get dental or medical treatment done overseas, like in Korea or Thailand, Japan, Taiwan, Jesus Christ, the service over there is just way better, and it's way cheaper. So you're wondering, why don't you get a checkup done in Vancouver, Justin? Why don't you just go to the hospital? Well, I don't want to wait 3 hours. I don't want to deal with Western doctors. I don't want to deal with the Western system. I don't want to pay Western prices. I've done that all my life, and I walked away every time feeling more angry. Like, I'm paying these people more than the service that I pay overseas, and I get treated like shit here. I'll give you an example. I tried to get a blood test here in Vancouver. I paid the money. It was several hundred bucks, right, out of my pocket. And then I said, I said to the nurse, I remember this conversation. I said to her, when do I get my results back? And you know what she said? She said, if there's a problem, we'll let you know. Those were her words. If there's a problem, we'll let you know. And you know what? There was nothing wrong with my blood, so they never contacted me. What the hell? I mean, I spent hundreds of dollars for this blood checkup, and they didn't contact me afterwards or follow up afterwards and give me the results because I was fine. But that's the kind of service you come to expect here in Canada. And if you're from a foreign country, you know what I'm talking about. Don't hide it. Don't lie. Come on. The system is really bad here. Really bad. What you're paying in taxes or whatever, it's just not worth it. It's better to hop on a plane and go to Thailand, go to Korea, go to Japan, go to Malaysia, go to any other country. I love all their facilities. Their medical, dental facilities, they're all great. And you know what? The funny thing is, ironically, all of these doctors and dentists and surgeons that I've met in East Asia or Southeast Asia, they've all had their training from North America, from Europe. They studied overseas. Like, they got their training from the very places that I live in. And so they speak English too. The doctors, all the doctors and dentists speak English over there in Thailand. They appreciate the money that's coming in, or that people like me are bringing into their country. So I just can't wait to get back there and get all this work done, because I'm really sick right now. I feel it in my bones, I feel it in my body, something's wrong with me, and I need to get a full body checkup. I need everything looked at, and I need an operation, which I won't tell you yet what it is, but I do need an operation. So my plan is just go there, get all this work done, see what the hell is wrong with me. Blood, urine, everything, all the whole complete, the 360 assessment. And they have these packages in every Thailand hospital or clinic. They offer these packages. And what's great about Thailand, though, is that there is a huge expat community there that are retirees, right? Senior citizens that are retired, chose to live in Thailand. And they all need work done. And they make up a large portion of the medical and dental tourism in Thailand. So they have doctors and dentists there to facilitate these kind of people. So they are what I'm saying is they're very experienced in handling or treating patients from abroad, like me, that speak English. They can look at my file and tell me exactly what's wrong and explain it in English. And I've done it before, actually. And the service is great. I had like 5 or 6 nurses attend to me. And I have like 1 or 2 doctors attend to me. It's like a whole staff of hospital people or dental people looking after me. And that felt great. The moral of the story, the lesson of the story is, you don't need to do what everyone else does. Stop following the herd. Stop doing what you think you should be doing, or what people tell you that you should be doing. I don't. Okay? I just follow my gut. Let me know what you want to see in Thailand, by the way. Comment down below. I just need a full body massage, just some Thai lady to step on my back and all that. Just like work out all the pains and kinks and all this injuries that I have that you don't know I have. I have a lot of injuries. Get healthy. That's the goal. All right? And once I get healthy, then I can start focusing on other things. All right? And you probably wonder why I look like shit. Well, I'm not 100% there. All right? So I hope to be once I'm in Thailand. And I hope that you'll join me along for the ride. And I will document my experience for you on this YouTube channel. So if you haven't yet, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Like this video. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Yeah.